Welcome back, everybody, here. Another holiday fortnight, I suppose, bonus edition here of Whatever Wednesday, where we just look at whatever we find interesting at that given time in college football 25. Now, we just did a video the other day about my favorite Tier 4 and Tier 5 teams, and that kind of rekindled my love a little bit for teams like the North Texas Mean Green that we will be featuring here today. Unbelievable speed on this team. I personally really like their playbook. I think their defense has good enough speed that you can actually play a little bit of defense, keep you in some of these games. So we actually have an online head-to-head game we're going to do a bit of a film review on here. We're going to go into practice mode. I'm going to show you a little bit of the offense. I'm also going to go over, I mentioned, I think it was the Christmas episode. I don't remember. It was some episode we did recently about putting safeties in at linebacker. I know there's a comment about how we do that, so I just want to make sure we get that covered here too. So North Texas, I think let's just hop into practice mode. I'll show you guys the team if you did miss one of our that previous episode, and just a general idea of what we like to do on offense and defense with a team like the North Texas Mean Green. So first thing first, let's take a look at the depth chart here and what changes we are going to make to this team. Now, quarterback, we're all set here. Great quarterback, Chandler Morris, 84 overall, 87 speed, good abilities, very, very good quarterback. But at halfback, we have got hiding down here, 80 overall with 94 speed, Jawan Price. He's going to be our halfback one in this one. You could do Price at wide receiver and start this Evans, but I love having Price in the backfield. I think he's just so good. So we're going to put him in there. Wide receiver, we are looking at all the speed we got on here. So 96 speed, wide receiver 1, 93 speed, wide receiver 2. We got a few 90 speed options in here as well that we can throw in. We'll just look at kind of size and overall. We will go with Jay Aaron. So these will be our top 4 wide receivers. Really, really good for a Tier 5 team to have a 96 speed. The only thing we'd like was if he had a takeoff, but still, we have a 96 speed, we have a 93 speed, both with shifty, both really, really good wide receivers. The only other thing I believe we change here is down at cornerback. Again, we're just getting our speed, especially on the outside. So I run pretty much exclusively just nickel over for the most part, just because that is a defensive formation I know is in every defensive playbook. So I just get comfortable with plays out of that. I know no matter what team I'm using, I have a defense I can run out of nickel over. So what I like to do is get our speed and ideally size on the outside. So like, yeah, he's 90 speed, he's 91, but he's 6'1" versus this guy being 5'8". So he is going to be our slot corner. We're going to have our 91 speed, 6'1" on the outside, 97 speed, of course, also going to be on the outside. Free safety, I think we are set. Yep, strong safety, we're good. And then for your linebackers, you actually don't do that here at middle linebacker. That's not going to do anything once you actually go into your defense. You have to come down here, sub linebacker down at the bottom. Here we're going to put in our strong safety here, and I think this is what we do, Jackson and Allen. So now we have a strong safety and free safety in that sub linebacker. So we come out in nickel, dime, I think anything with 3 corners and 2 safeties, I want to say, uses sub linebackers instead of your actual linebackers. So this is how you get safeties in on your defense. All that covered, let's take a quick look at the offense here. What I run a lot in a lot of different teams is essentially some version of spread, some version of a version of air raid. It's not a full-on air raid offense. I don't want to claim anything different, but we run a lot of spread wide flex because we have so much speed on this team. We want to spread the defense out, let us attack quick short throws, things like Y cross, Y corner. I don't think we do very much double slants. Of course, we run a little bit here with, I think they just have an inside zone in here. Yep, inside zone, Y shallow cross, mesh, drive. There's a lot of good plays in here. 8 shallow cross. I think we hit a jet pass once or twice. Y stick, air raid classic. Y sail, another great air raid pass play. They also have tight open, which I don't remember if we go to very much, but this is a great formation too. That Z spot dig, anything with that whip drop just in it, especially on an outside receiver, is a great play. Dig Z spot, it's got the zig route, but on the slot receiver, still really good. Y cross, just a great concept in general. Slot post, One of my favorite plays in this game is tight open slot post. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do any hot routes. You can just come out and snap that play as is. You get high lows, you get the drag, you get the in, you get a post over the middle, a couple wheel routes on each side. We've burned a lot of people with that halfback wheel route, especially if they're in man coverage. So tight open, great formation. Spread by flex, great formation. We could, I don't think we do, but I like the idea of coming out in some of these empty sets here too, specifically empty base, empty quads. I just don't love having the 4 on one side like this. I prefer having the 2 on one side, 3 on the other. Same with the bunch quads open. It can make it just a little bit easier to defend when you have all your guys over on one side like that. So empty base, I like the looks of this. Have a QB draw in there. We know we got good enough speed at our quarterback that is a play we could call. Y cross again, Y corner, inside cross, 986, 986 switch, 686. Those are all air raid plays, obviously by their names. Kind of gives that away. I don't think we go to empty base very much. I'm pretty sure it's almost all spread Y flex, which, like I've said, throughout campus tour, I ran a ton of spread because it was my favorite offense to run. I like the version North Texas has. I could do with another. Some of these playbooks, they'll have 3 versions of spread. Spread Y flex, though, is one of my favorites, so I like that a lot. Now, real quick, defense. I will just flip sides here, and I'll show you those sub-linebackers actually came in. We're just going to do random plays here. Doesn't matter. Let's just get over to our defense. One more note, actually, because we can see our halfback here is still the wrong person. I forgot. You actually also have to go to your depth chart. Just changing them here, not going to do very much. We're going to have to do kind of what we did with linebackers. It's actually going to be down here. The third down running back, see it's Ragsdale. We need that to be Price. Go to power halfback, Ragsdale, switch that to Price. So now no matter what offense you're coming out in, you're going to have your 94 speed Price. Let's see if I can choose. I was going to try to choose new play, see if it worked, but I forgot. We're going to switch sides here anyway. So I will do another play on offense here just to show you that putting that halfback in at that third down running back and power halfback is going to make sure he's actually in no matter what formation you're running. So let's switch back to offense here really, really quick. So now that we got those guys flipped around, we can come out and we'll just come out and it doesn't matter. Actually, it doesn't matter what we come out in. I'll just cycle through this. You see our halfback here is number 2, Jay Price. No matter what formation we're going to come out in, we're going to have number 2 being our halfback, the guy we want, the 94 speed. He's going to be catching the screens and bunch quads open, which is actually a really good play to throw in every once in a while. But yeah, no matter what we call here on offense now, we got our 94 speed in because we put him at third down running back and power halfback. All right, back to the defense. So defense, like I said, pretty much always going to sit in nickel over. And just in here, we can see if we come to our linebackers, we have a strong safety, E. Jackson, as number 2 is one of the linebackers. Number 30, B. Allen, our free safety. Those sub-linebackers are in as our linebackers. Now, out of 3-3 over, there are 2 plays mainly. I got to add some more, do some different variations. We're trying a few things. Well, we'll see. They're just not quite ready yet. But the 2 main plays we're going to call here. One is going to be cover 3 buzz match. We like that one a lot. This is the defense I'll mainly call if I have 1 or 2 quick jumps on the defensive line. We don't have that here with North Texas, so what I imagine I come out in, and this is the game we're going to go over, was recorded days ago, like at 2 in the morning or something, way too late. There's going to be a lot of really bad decisions. I can already kind of feel it. The main play we're going to call here is overload 3 seam. I'll go over my adjustments here really, really quick too. This is something I've gone over a few times, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it. In this setup, we have our strong safety in a seam flat, and our nickel corner is blitzing. We don't want either of those. So we double tap Y, bring up your secondary adjustments, select that strong safety. We're going to put him down in a hook curl. Then we're going to double tap Y, select our slot corner, A, and then we can do, it kind of depends what we want to do. I've been mixing in keeping match more often. If you want to keep match on this play, hit up on the left stick so he's in a seam flat. So now he's going to be in a matching purple zone like we have on the opposite side. You can do that every time if you really want to, and then you can just shade to cancel your coverages here too. So you just hit Y, up on the right stick to shade over the top is what I do more often than not. Or you can hit Y, shade underneath if they're throwing a lot of RPOs, swing screens, anything short to the flats. Shade underneath, put your hard flats in there. And then we have this linebacker's actually going to be blitzing. Sometimes we'll move him around a little bit, try to get him a little bit better of an angle if he's on the opposite side of the halfback to hopefully help out with the run a little bit. So let's see. So he goes in, takes the blocker. I just whiff on that tackle. We're going to see that a lot too. We are going to see that a ton. That's kind of what I do here. Just whiff a ton of tackles. So we're going to move him back over here. We'll run this one more time, then we'll get into our play. Or get into our game. Try to switch stick over here. Take that away. That'll do. That'll do. So that's how we're going to set up North Texas. That's how we're going to run the offense for the most part. That's how we're going to run the defense for the most part. There's going to be some... I think we go to some of the cover 3 Buzz Mabel, Buzz Match, whatever it is, in here too. But let's just head over to the game and check it out. We loaded up into a game here and actually found a Tier 5 opponent, which is pretty lucky for us. We go against the Marshall Thundering Herd in North Texas with a big open book behind that end zone, it looks like, with those stands. Here in Denton. Yes, I always get Denton and Ruston confused. Ruston is where Louisiana Tech is. I always get those confused. So now we're going to go into our coaching adjustments. We're going to make these changes we talked about. We're going to be on defense here to get started, so let's just hop on into it. Actually, I come out in 3-3 stack. I don't know why. Oh, I'm trying out cover 4 match. That's right. That's right. I forgot about that. I forgot. I was testing out some more match coverage stuff too. Okay, just for one play though. Now we're back in 3-3 over. Never mind that. Never mind that. Back in 3-3 over. We are coming out in Buzz Match. Okay. So here you could see when my play popped up there for a second, we did shade underneath on this time because this comes out as a match coverage like that blitz we went over. You have to shade over the top or shade underneath to cancel the match. I'm getting better at what my match responsibilities are. That's why I personally cancel it more often than not. So I'm going to start keeping it a little bit more. But typically I am going to cancel it by shading over the top or underneath. 2nd and 1, we're going hard flats. Try to take away anything quick. He's got the run in there. That's the thing with North Texas too. I didn't really talk about. Their defensive tackle is a monster. Monster. He's like the only one with abilities on the defense. But he is so good. So now we're going to our overload 3 seam here. So again, hook curl, zone here on the slot corner. We are shading underneath here again, hard flats, watching the RPO. See how that slot corner played that RPO because we had him shaded underneath? So he's down on a hard flat here. Watch how he goes to play this RPO because we have him shaded underneath. He just comes and shifts right down here. Our hook curl comes down to help out too. He cannot throw that. Make him run it. Make the tackle. Lost the 2. Good stuff, boys. 2nd and 12. Looks like we're staying in our overload 3 seam here. So when they come out in a formation like this, what I'm watching is if any of these guys go into like a swing motion. Right now I'm shaded over the top. I will shade underneath if I see one of these guys swing either direction. Because then our slot corner will crash down if it's this way. Yep, see right there I did it. Right there I shaded underneath. He comes down to watch that. Awful tight window right over our hook curl. I'm not sure at hook curl we need to stay with that a little bit better, but he's not a match. So awful tight window though. Awful tight window. But you can see why we shaded underneath there. Again, once that swing came around, our slot corner came down and just played that halfback. So essentially, if they're going in a swing like that, that's always what they're looking to throw. So see, we move him into a little bit better of a position. We see this play action coming. Stay out on this. He tries to go deep over the middle. Try to click on and get underneath that, but his big boy tight end gets his hands on it first. Swatted away though, still an incomplete pass, so we still like that. So now I don't really have to move this blitzing linebacker because he's already on the side we want him on. Right above the halfback essentially is where we prefer that. He goes for the read option. All over him, 3rd and 11. Even without setting, because I kept all the coaching stuff on default here, all the coaching adjustments, because he's in a zone on this side right here, that's going to help a lot with read option too, unless it goes this way. Then you could be in trouble. But if they go this way, because he's dropping back in a zone instead of rushing, he's not going after the read option so much. What we saw there, he can get out there to help out on those runs too. So now he's in the spread. He's going for a screen. Okay. So remember practice mode, what I just said about me not really being able to make these tackles. I whiff a ton on tackles. This is what I recommend, what I do here, what I need to get better at doing more often. Get yourself in a position where you can make a tackle, then just click off. Just, computer, you got this. I'm getting out of here. I got you I got you this far. Finish this play, please. That's exactly what we do here. We see the screen, fly over there, click off, let Jackson get in, let him make that tackle. It works. It works. He's in Y off trips. We are doing our same thing. Overload 3-seam blitz. I really like this play. I do think it's a really good defense. Thing I need to mess around with more is A, keeping the match, B, zone drops. I don't really set zone drops very often unless they're really consistently attacking something, and that's just horrible user. Horrible user. That's right where I need to be. I need to be dropping back right in this area here. I don't. I come over to the trip side. I'm worried about this tight end, which I really don't think I need to be so much because we have that hook curl here. A streak over here would probably get us in trouble. See, I think that's kind of what I was looking at. I was trying to get over there to help. Then I did switch stick actually over onto Anderson. What was I looking over here? Why did I switch stick over here? So we know I mess up this coverage. I have to be here. I have to be watching this. Why did I switch stick over on Anderson? Oh, okay. So he had like a deep out or a corner out over here. So I actually did switch stick to try to take that away, which that's good. I just left my user in a terrible spot. Really bad. So now he's coming out in a wide stack. We're staying in the blitz. I don't love it against this formation though. I probably and then I just bail inside for the run, leave that alone. But again, get in a spot, click off, let the computer make that tackle. But against that formation, I think I'd like the cover 3, the buzz thing instead. Again, move that linebacker over, get him in a better blitzing position for that run. If it is a run to number 5, typically it's going to be going to the right. Get on the hook, get on the hook, get on the hook. Dang it. Watching these back sometimes can just be frustrating. So Jackson, we can leave where he's at. Again, we're doing our same adjustments. Hook curl, a purple zone. Shaded either over the top or underneath. Get out to the halfback. Okay, so we switched on there to try to push him that way a little bit. But that's the downside of this defense too, is if you have slow defensive ends, they just don't get out there fast enough. And that's going to be wide open every time. As it runs up the middle, we actually make the tackle that time. And we're already through the first quarter. Honestly, I do kind of like this about Road to CFP, is how quick these games go. I like the 3-minute quarters. I don't know. I don't need to be playing 40, 50-minute games every single time. I like these 30-minute, lot quicker games. I don't know what I was checking there. Split slide offset. We're going 3-3 mint. What did we call here? Is this cover 2? Yeah, it is. We did go cover 2. Shaded underneath. Yeah, he's got that swing motion, so shade underneath. We saw our one defensive tackle light up there. He still gets past us, jukes us out. In for the Marshall touchdown. I didn't hate what we did on defense there, except that 4th down, my user, I really messed that up. That's my zone I'm responsible for. I took him totally out of the play, and then I did have a good switch stick afterwards, but too little too late. Damage was done. We are going spread Y flex to get started. Probably Y cross. Yeah, this is one of my favorites. I really like Y cross. And then we just put a so what I see here, single high safety. We're guessing this is probably cover 3. This could be man, but single high safety, I pretty much always assume cover 3 because not a lot of people run a cover 1 defense. So we're going with this being a cover 3, so we're kind of creating a flood over here on the left and really just looking for this Y, that corner out on Sheffield. But then we have a bailout here too, blocking our halfback. We're going to have Y. Yep, it was cover 3. Let him get on that break. Let that streak take that deep third. Yeah, we double check there. It is cover 3. So how this works, again, so this is just going to be very basic stuff. We're going to go over here why this play works against cover 3. So they have a purple zone. Going to be down here. He's in a deep third. He's in a middle third. So he doesn't factor into this at all. So why we put this drag here on A is to try to keep this purple zone down. So we have a drag route, something underneath over here, keep the purple zone lower. This X on a streak, which we want our fastest guys on the outside for this reason. X on a streak is going to push this outside third way out of the way. So we're going to have a purple zone down here. This deep zone is going to be over here. This is going to be wide open right here, right where that corner route is going to go. As we see perfectly. You can see this purple zone, he was following for a little bit until he sees that drag, and then he has to step down. Wow, he's kind of following it a little bit. We're still going to have it, I think. But we see, right, he's trying to follow it, steps down because that drag is coming. we can hit that pocket, hit that corner route. Flood is just a great concept against really any zone. That's going to work well against cover 4. Match might get you, but if they're just in a basic cover 4, cover 2, cover 3, flood always going to be good. Do we see single high safety here again? I don't love that run idea. Because look, he's got 6 in the box right here. He's got the slot corner right here. Like, there's way too much traffic in here. I don't know why I kept this as a run. That just seems like a bad idea. We almost make something happen there with Price just because he's awesome. But I don't love the idea of running against a box like that. And we did check. He is still in cover 3. He's still got the single high safety. We're going for a very similar thing here. I don't know. Yeah, I need him to be going this way. We want to create that flood again. Just have your halfback going out on a flat to the right here. But I have him on an in route to the left, which I don't love that. But it still works. It still works just fine against the cover 3 sky. Really, it's probably going to be more for match, where you really want that underneath one too. Go back to Y cross. He's still got a single high safety. Oh, I remember this now. I remember that one. Yep. Let me check. What time did I record this? Do I have the original file? Yes, I do. This was recorded. Yeah, Wednesday. Oh, the morning of Christmas at about 1:30 in the morning. There's me some bad decisions made here. So our issue on this play, the play design is fine against cover 3. This typically is going to work. Let's see if I can actually get this paused at the right time. But typically against cover 3, this idea is going to work. Our problem is this route B is on. He is keeping that purple zone defender a little too close to the middle, because we have A is going to be dragging the hook curl this guy's going to be on out of the way. But this purple zone, he's going to kind of drift over to B. But since B is kind of curling back towards the middle of the field, right towards where our streak is, just a silly mistake. We just need to have B on a streak or something just to clear that zone so we have more room to throw this to RB. I still feel like this should have been caught and not intercepted, or at least knocked away. So, I mean, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty open. He's taking the hook curl away over here. We've got that opening up to the halfback here. I just throw it a little too late, and it was a great play by this purple zone to be able to react and get over to that in time. But we threw it too late, and if we had B on a different route. The two things I think if we did differently would have been incompletion, would have kept the drive going. But unfortunately, and we do, yeah, okay. So we do make the tackle, right? Yeah, we do. So he is in split slot offset here. Again, I'm going to watch if any of these guys swing. We're going to shade underneath. Then the guy in the hard flats out there makes the tackle, keeps him to 2. We'll take that. Okay, so he's back into trips here, 2nd and 8. We are still in cover 3. Looks like we actually did keep match that time. Heck of an effort by our defender. Didn't really pay off for us very well. Let's see, can I see what play we actually called here? Did we just call cover 3 match? We definitely kept match this time. We didn't do any shading. We didn't do anything. It doesn't look like. Yeah, because that guy for sure matches and then dives to try to make the play. Whiffs, and he picks up an extra 10 on it. The defenses, they're trying. They're trying their best. It's just hasn't been paying off for us here. So he's going 5 wide, but I should do against 5 wide to send some more blitzes. We got to watch this. We got to watch this. Go get him. Go get him. I'm not sure why he tried to cut that back to the left. If he kept going right, I think he was going to outrun our guy, but hey, we will take it. So we are in cover 4 match, it looks like. And again, keeping the match. Stay on that drag, go back. I tried to switch stick back over to that. It's just a little too slow. I like seeing that I'm trying the switch stick, though. I'm going to have a video coming eventually talking more in depth about switch stick, but I think it's a very, very important thing and something I personally need to get much, much better at. So that was another good switch stick, though. Did you see what I did there? That was another good switch stick. So we're on the 3 rec hook here, cover 4. He's the purple zone, deep zones. So he's got the 3 over here. We got to watch corner routes. Like I said before with that flood concept, it's very good against cover 4. So we see that flood coming over here to the right. We're not in a position to make a play here with Allen. We actually switch stick over on Anderson to take those away. And then it lets the guy we were using, Allen, can come down and help out, make a tackle here on the quarterback. But good switch stick. I like what I'm seeing when it comes to switch sticking. Like I said, I'm going to go more in depth on that later. I think it's something everybody needs to be practicing and getting better at. I think it's going to be more and more important every game, essentially, every year. I think the better you can get at switch sticking, the better your defense is going to be. So he's coming spread Y flex. We are going back to buzz match. Okay. And then we move our purple zone out there. I like that. And yeah, we get on the hook curl. Go help out on the right. Go help out on the right. Yeah, it looked like he had that guy even further on the right. See, this is when I should have switch sticked. I should have gotten on the hook curl. I should have gotten on the deep third. I should have gotten on one of these guys because I'm not going to be fast enough to be able to make up for that. But yeah, because he had that guy on the right. See? Had to switch stick that. Have to switch stick that. And he's going pistol Y off trips. We're going back to our cover 3 blitz this time. So again, the hook curl, the zone on the slot corner. Shade. Down here, I'm probably shading underneath. Now I'm getting over there. So the reason I'm doing this, why did I move my user all the way? I'm pointing like you can see. Let's use my cursor. The reason I move over here is in case it is an RPO. Now, if it's an RPO and my guy is not here, the read key is probably going to be our slot corner. Since I don't have anything set in our coaching adjustments, he is going to bite on the run action and leave this slot guy open to throw the RPO. We move our user over to this side. Now we are the read key. So he's not going to be concerned about any run action. He is going to stay on his assignment and stay on number 9. So I do it a lot against trips. So if you ever see me do this with my user, that's what I'm doing. And then we bail back. We watch that crosser. Get underneath this. Get underneath everything. He throws that, which is wild. Thankfully, he didn't catch it at least. But so spread by flex. We're going back to cover 3 buzz match. I don't hate that we're, mixing our different coverages. Again, we're going to move him over there. We did shade underneath. I did see that. But we move our zone out there to help out on that. Bait that over the middle. One of us was picking that off. Either one of us. Either me or the guy behind me was getting to that one. So yeah, where did the hook curl here? He's the deep third. I'm surprised he breaks down on this, honestly. I think it's because we shaded underneath, actually. I don't know how much that affects the deep zones, now that I'm thinking about it. It probably doesn't at all. Never mind that part. But so our user, we're watching this inside slot. That's our main responsibility right away, especially when he comes shallow like this. So we're watching that until he gets into a spot where he's kind of headed at this hook curl. Then we can peel off, especially when we see something like this coming behind us. Get right in front of it, pick it off, get the ball back. 45 seconds. I don't think anything happens really here before half. I'm pretty sure it's 7-0 at halftime. And I think, we do go to a little bit of tight open. I'm fairly confident we don't do anything with the ball here. Staying in Y cross. Now he's got the 2 high safeties, so it's not going to be that cover 3. He hasn't been disguising his coverages yet. I'm not expecting him to right now. Throw that late to Y. Yeah, I don't love that. Do we have anything else? He's probably just in like a cover 4. Maybe. Oh, he was in a cover 2. He was in a cover 2. We could have potentially... No, that would have been way too risky to go to either of those deep routes. Yeah, Tampa 2. We need a little more going on over the middle. Now we're kind of hoping he's still in Tampa 2. Sending this streak here. Essentially trying to put this safety in more conflict. So we have a wheel route coming up here. We have this deep post coming up here. This deep half should be distracted by the streak we have on B. Put this safety. Where's he going to go? He's going to guard X. He's going to guard Y. Try to hit the opposite one, but he switched his coverage. Unfortunate. Smart by him. Unfortunate for us. He went to cover 4 that time. So 3rd and 15. We're still trying out some tight open stuff. This is an interesting play design. I'm 100% looking for this post we put on number 22. 100% that's where I'm looking here. And we put a drag here on B. Kind of do the high-low. On 3rd and 15, it's going to be tough, but I guarantee I'm trying to hit X on this. I'd be shocked if this ball goes anywhere else, unless a streak is wide open, but it's possible I'd just miss it. Yeah, see, we were looking for X. We never really had it, so we just scramble around, just kill some time. Try to get this first down. How does he pick that up? How does he pick that up? What are we... Look at this. I should have been on conservative. Yes, I typically run on conservative. I wasn't for whatever reason. We fumble with our quarterback. Totally fair. That's going to happen. But how do we not pick this up? First, how does he not pick that up in that mess? But look, the ball's sitting right here. How do we not get this? How do we not get this? It just teleports to his guy. He picks it up. I mean, we didn't really have anything open on that play, and we got good speed at quarterback. Tried to make something happen. Don't hate the idea. I should have just been on conservative, though. It would have been 4th and 1. We would have had a chance with all our timeouts. Okay. So we're back in a cover 3. Again, we're moving that purple zone out there. He tries a very similar thing. Our deep third's there to pick it right back off. Yeah, now we just take it to half. So let's get into the second half here. So second half, this is something that I think has happened once, maybe twice throughout all of Campus Tour. This never happens. Bang. Kickoff return for a touchdown. For us, we did it. We've gotten returned on. It's got to be like a 30-2 ratio at this point, maybe 40-2. I feel like we give up a lot of kick return touchdowns. We don't get any, but I don't run it back very often anyway. I was just feeling a certain type of way here with North Texas. They're like, let's give it a shot. Pays off. Easy as could be. Easiest return I've ever seen in my life. Just take it right up the middle. We're gone. Tie game. So he's going to stack Y off. We are in curl flat, hook curl, shade underneath, shade underneath, shade underneath, bail out, go help out with the tackle, get ourselves in position and click off. Love to see that. So we were just in cover 3 buzz match there again. But it goes back to what I was saying. Get your user in position. Don't be afraid to click off. It's okay. Let the computer go make that tackle. So we're staying in our cover 3 buzz match. Hook curl. Got to watch that guy. Yep, watch that guy. Watch that guy. Perfect. Perfect way to follow that all the way across the field. So we're in a cover 3. We know he's been in a cover 3. What did we talk about where the weaknesses are on this defense? The intermediate sidelines is going to be the biggest weaknesses of this defense. So like right over here, right over here. So he's dropping back. He's down in a hook. He's dropping back. He's dropping back. Underneath zone, underneath zone. There's not a lot going on between the underneath zone and that deep zone. We have to see threats going to that area, and either follow them like we do on this play, or switch stick over there to be able to make a play. So what we do here, we see this coming. We know this is our first responsibility here because he's coming across the field. We're responsible for essentially this whole area right now. So we got to cover all of this area. Not concerned about this guy because he's headed to our purple zone in our hook curl. Hook curl should be watching this deeper route a little bit too. We have that deep third there, deep third there. Purple zone over here should help us out against both of these guys. I'm going to be more concerned about the deeper one. If he wants to go underneath, we should be there, make a quick tackle. He'll get a couple yards, but that's fine. We don't want him to hit this and then have a lot of room to run because our deep zones are backing up because of the streak he has. So we just keep following that the whole way. And another one, the computer actually took this one from me. I took one from them earlier, so now we're even. We're even, computer. Coming back out in spread Y flex now, our ball at the 24. And we are going to do something I should do, honestly, a little bit more, is this jet touch pass, especially with the speed we have on North Texas. We know we have crazy, crazy speed on this team. Get it to your playmakers. Get it to them in space where they can make plays. That's essentially the overarching theme of running an air raid style offense. Quick throws, get it to your guys in space, let them make plays. That's why I think North Texas is a really good team to run an air raid style of offense with, especially down into your 5. You're going to have a speed advantage against just about anybody. So now we go to the jet touch pass here to number 10. Bang, get to the edge. 56 goes and gets the block. Get the corner. Number 10 takes it all the way in. North Texas touchdown. Get it to your guys in space. That's something I just haven't been doing very well in this game either, but hey, we're up 14-7. Now back on defense here. What did I call? Did we go back to our blitz or buzz match? Buzz match. It's been working. Buzz match has been working, so we just kind of stick with what's been working. That's been my general theme throughout Campus Tour 2, is if I'm calling a defense and it's working pretty well, I'm not going to change it unless you give me a reason to. And he hasn't really given us much of a reason to. Even that touchdown drive they had at the beginning of the game, we were pretty all over a few of those passes. But now, we do change it. Of course. Of course. Shade underneath. Yep, okay. Yeah, I was backing up a little bit too much to be able to guard that Texas route. I was worried about this crosser coming from the right to the left. He's out there on that. And then I just back up too much because I'm trying to get in a position to play that crosser. Leaves the Texas route underneath open. But that kind of goes into that last interception he threw too, where I would rather you throw something underneath like that and we can make a tackle than something like that crosser, if it got open, could have been a really big play. So trying to, if he's going to complete passes, limit the damage is our thought process here. So now we got to watch the jet. So we run out for that. It's a fake. Go watch it deep. And that's the problem with having the defensive line. I don't know why that he dove there. But that's the problem with that overload 3 seam, is having that defensive lineman on the purple zone. I should put linebackers, somebody with more speed on the edges when we don't have quick jumps, so they could get out and play that a little bit better. But there's that monster D tackle, number 10, getting in there. He's nowhere to go. 5 rushes for 6 yards because, oh, that actually just showed him right now. The abilities this guy has are incredible. Platinum inside disruptor. Platinum outside disruptor. Ultimate shedding against inside runs, including double teams. Ultimate shedding against outside runs, including double teams. This guy's going to ruin a lot of run games all by himself. He is going to handle those all by himself. The back to cover 3 buzz match, it looked like. Yeah, it definitely is. Okay. Pinch our line. Number 10 tries to get in there that time. That's a good way to counter it, though, is to do a counter run. Goes to the left, cut back to the right. Let that inside disruptor push one way, hit back the other way. So we're back in the blitz here. Against 5 wide, I don't mind it at all. We need to get some pressure in here. We got a lot we have to watch. A lot we have to watch. Just over our heads. Just before our purple zone can get back to that. Another tight window. I feel like we should be able to play that. No, that is a little high. That is a little high. There was just too much for us to guard there. And I went against what I've been saying. I took the underneath when I should have taken the deeper one. I just kind of got caught in a pickle here because I was down low guarding this guy. Then we had the 2 coming this way, so I kind of stayed on both these 2. And then he's got that right over the top. We're back in our buzz match here. Again, we're moving our user over just in case it's an RPO. Make ourselves the read key. Take that blocker from the tight end, but just gashes us with the run. I definitely struggle stopping the run, especially with these lower overall teams. Like, we have that great D tackle, but that's it. So it can be tough. I need to get my user over here again. He just ripped off that offensive guard. And number 10 is the monster. So he's been going to some outside runs here. I think overload 3 seam is better run defense. It's still not great. So I just don't like my user being over on this side. See, RPO. Legal man downfield. Nice try. Cheater. RPO. We've been shading underneath because he's been going to some flats and a lot of different things. So we shade underneath the slot corner, taking away that RPO. Really, against this defense, the way we're set up here, this is actually probably the read key. He comes down on that. He has that pop pass the tight end, throws it a little late, gets the penalty, and he gets knocked out anyway. I almost could have declined that, but that's all right. So he's going back to double stack. Now, the last time he was in double stack, it was that RPO to whatever. It was an RPO. So I should be remembering that and staying out. Shade underneath. I'm going to get over on the right here where our hook curl is. Yep, on Allen. Watch the RPO. Watch RPO. It's the only other time he's been in here. Yes. Yes. Good job. Good job, me. That's the only other time he's been in that formation is he ran the RPO last time. So we recognize that. We watch for it. Excellent. Now we're going to some dime 2-3 odd. We're just doing cover 4 match. I don't hate that. I've heard this is really good. I just have never really used it. I tried to move our blitzer over there. We're keeping the match. See, this is why I gotta keep match sometimes. It throws them off so much to all of a sudden just throw a match in there when they're so used to you just being in like a regular zone defense. Now all of a sudden we're in a match. Nowhere to go. So we try to get him. Yes, okay. Let's see if this works. That blitzer. Well, it's a screen pass, so yeah, it worked. And number 10 even gets there in there for the screen pass. He's still all over that too. Guy's a monster. Stack Y off. We're still going to be trying this cover 4. I want to see if this actually works. I know it works in Madden, where you bring that blitzer over to the other side. He kind of loops around and can get by the right guard. But I don't know if it works in this game. And I'm probably not keeping match here, actually. I'm probably playing sticks. It says YLB, play sticks, so all your underneath zones are going to be playing at the first down marker. 4th and 19. That'd be my guess of what I'm doing. Oh, maybe we did. No, we did keep match, actually. Which I like. Against that, I like that we kept match there. Mix it in every once in a while, at least. I gotta get better at doing that. So 249, coming back out in spread. He's got that single high safety up here again. He kind of blends in, so it's kind of hard to see. But every time he's been in this, it's been in cover. He's been in cover 3, so I think that's probably what he's going to be in here. That'd be my guess. This is just a general. His user actually gets out there to watch at that time. I had B wide open. I missed it. But my eyes are 100% just on the left here. And he actually did a really good job with his user taking that away. He knows what we're going for here. We got. But yeah, going back to what I was just in general saying, a big part of this game and playing it online is picking up on the tendencies of who you're playing against. That helped us when he was in that wide stack formation. We knew it was that RPO last time. We adjusted. We played it differently this time, took it away. He lost, I don't even know how many yards he lost on that. We know when he's been in this single high defense look, he has been in a cover 3. It's cover 3 again. We set that up. His user takes away what we were initially looking for, but we still have B wide open. We're still able to run with our quarterback. We have a feel for how this guy is playing, and we're adjusting some of what we're doing to try to take advantage of that as best as we can. I'm curious. There it is. I'm curious if I switched to conservative after I fumbled with the quarterback last time. I didn't, but I did just now. So now he's in double mug. He's in mid blitz. I love doing the jet. Love the jet call against this. This actually worked out pretty good for us. Because against mid blitz, these guys, you know, they're all blitzing, all 6 of these guys. So if we can get this to our speed and get outside, these guys don't have very many people to block, and we can take this for a big gain. It's just, a lot of it comes down to his user. If he gets over there and can make a play. If he tries, so close. So close. And number 10 just takes it again on the jet. Another huge gain on the jet touch pass against the double mug mid blitz defense. We turn on to clock. Now down to the 2-minute warning. I like that. I like that. We're going to be staying in spread by flex. So he's got the single high here again. We're going with a zig over here. I like that. Drag. I'd almost like a post or something on our A. Oh, we just sent him deep. So we're just trying to clear some stuff out. He is just in his zone. We just take our underneath. Yep, just take our underneath. Take our 2. Totally fine. So we did check, and he was just in cover 3 the play before this. Yeah, so I'm guessing he's in cover 3 again, and we're going to try to hit this seam streak to A. That's our plan here. Guarantee that's our plan here, but then we also still have, you know, our price going out just on a little out as a little check down if we need it. But our read here is going to be A. Got him. Got him. Got him. Red ball. Red ball. And then another thing, just if you don't know, because I didn't for the longest time, is in this screen here, if you flick your right stick to the right up here, it'll show you what defense they're in, as we've seen multiple times throughout this game. That's how we knew he was in cover 3 the last play. That's how we knew to change that play to try to take advantage of cover 3, and we had it. Should have been a touchdown. Just a red pass. Yeah. So honestly, this looks like the same thing, and yeah, okay. So we were going for the same thing, then he audibled now, so now he's got a 2 high safety look. These guys are all backed off so much. This could be cover. It is man. It was a big man blitz. We just try to get it to Price quick. His linebacker manages to keep up with him. 4th and 2. So decision time here. We can go for it and just end the game. If we can get these 3 yards, game's over. Or do we kick the field goal? What do you do in this situation? Leave it to you guys. I believe what I end up doing here is kicking. Yeah. He's got 1 timeout left, under 2 minutes to go. We have a chance. Yeah, we could end the game. Or we can make it a 2-score game. Either way, the only way the game's essentially not over is if we go for it and don't get it. That's kind of what I was thinking there. So if we go for it and get it, game's 100% over. If we kick the field goal and get up 2 scores, the game's 95% over. If we go for it and don't get it, it's like 50-50. I mean, our defense has been playing pretty well, but he's been getting away with some things. So let's just take our 3, get up by 2 scores, give ourselves a great chance to still win this game. He's in spread Y flex. We are back in cover 4 match. And I want to see if this guy actually ever loops around. Yeah, it was a quick throw, so it's kind of hard to tell. But I think we're staying in this. Yes. Okay. Okay. Well, I tried to move him over there, but he moves back. You have to be very, like, precise with where you move those guys, or else it doesn't really do anything. The cover 4 match stays with him, stays with him. What can you do? Just what can you do? I should have clicked on to the other corner if I could have, this deep one. That was out here too. This guy, I should have hit B right now and tried to get on this guy to turn around and make a play on it. Is what I could have done. Honestly, I didn't think I needed to. I thought we had that totally locked up. Nowhere to go. So trying to set, I just can't get that guy in the right spot. I'm trying to get that cover 4, get him looping around, get that blitzer coming in. Just never seems to work. But again, we're keeping the match. So we're keeping the match here. We have to cover this guy because we're on the 3 rec hook. He's the number 3 receiver on this offensive set. So our first responsibility here is number 9, depending on where he goes. We got to follow him, follow him, follow him. Now this quarter that we had up here had nobody to go watch, so he's going to go help over here. And then, well, we already got somebody over there. I'll come down, I'll come help somewhere else. First down Marshall, sure. Again, I feel like we've been playing pretty good defense. I think this cover 4 match is a really, really good defense as long as you can know what your responsibilities are. Like that, I should have picked off. I was trying to bait him to throw that, and I just was too slow. You can see I took a step. I took a step over here to the right. So I'm staying over here, and then see I did dive over to the right. I just didn't time it right. I tried. Staying cover 4 match, minute to go here. Show blitz, bring everybody down so they can pick up their match coverages a little bit quicker. I gotta stay on that whip. Luckily our pressure gets in there, because that whip was torching that purple zone we had out there. Had no chance. What I should do here is just shade underneath. Cancel match, shade underneath, get a hard flat over here. Because it wouldn't surprise me if he's going for that whip route again. No, he's not. He's got that, get back to the middle. That's just a good ball. Little scissor out from the halfback. The guy did match on it. He did stay on it, but yeah, that's just a good ball by Marshall. Now he's going to go for the onside kick. I believe, yeah. I think this is game here, actually. Yeah, 3-point game going for the onside kick. Minute to go. Always, always, always be on this guy because there is a really glitchy kick a lot of people do where they just kind of dead ball it to like right here. And your team just doesn't know how to react to it. They just will miss it. They just won't go for it. So if you're on this guy, you can go pick it up yourself. That's why I'm always on this guy on onside kicks. Now just fair catch. So as soon as we get it, that's it. Then we can just knee it out. He just quits out, and we win. So, I mean, offensively, I didn't feel like it was that bad of a game for us. I liked a lot of the changes we were making, a lot of the adjustments we were doing. That interception, that was just, I had to be on something else or throw that earlier. But it was there. It was open. We just had to throw it a little bit differently. But that is the North Texas, Mean Green. Their speed on offense, their speed on defense too, is a huge advantage playing down in these lower tiers. Highly recommend the North Texas, Mean Green. And we will be back with some more live commentary on Road to the CFP here coming shortly. This is coming out on Thursday, so this following Monday is going to be the start of our new online Road to the CFP series. I'm pretty excited about it. You'll be seeing teams like North Texas. You'll be seeing a lot of different teams that I liked during campus tour. Looking forward to that series. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, though. I will see you next time. Till then, take it easy.